You see the title of this video, man. Look, NBA legends is playing while Michael Jordan was unstoppable. Unstoppable, man. You know what I'm saying? Like my Bron, you know, just trail into the paint, you know what I'm saying? Drill into the paint, you know what I'm saying? That's what he do. Even a kind of known, like socially known by people, you know what I'm saying, as a LeBron hater. Skip Bayless even says this himself. Even to this day, LeBron is the most unstoppable player going to the basket, you know what I'm saying? All right. So listen, we finna see what they gotta say about MJ, all right? And how bad of a man he was. Let's get right to it. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. That was out of order, but make sure you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Watch them ads to you, my boy. I'm a boy. We're here monetized now, my boy. Watch them ads. All right, let's get right to it.
And Smitty can attest to this. We had to guard him, 35 to 40 minutes a game.
Oof.
And he was the Shaq of shooting guards because there's no way you were going to move him off the post. He was cat quick, and on top of that, he was going to embarrass you in front of your family and friends. So having said all that, if I'm starting a franchise, not only do I want to put people in the seats, because Michael will do that, but his skill level was so far ahead of everyone else.
And has often called you like one of the toughest shooting guards he had to defend.
Right.
What was it like going against MJ?
First time seeing, I watched him in college, but I was
Right.
in JUCO at the time, but
Who
first
that?
time actually seeing him live in front of you, he was cat quick. And
Hey man, what's up with this music?
yeah,
At that
he
size.
was cat quick, and he had the ability to take one dribble and you try to get there, and he was in the air already. So, you had to do a lot of freaking film work on him because he had every move.
Right.
And he can get by you with one step, and once he get by you, he's taking flight. But one
Over
thing,
with.
he was gonna come at you each and every night.
Every
And-
night.
And Kobe had that same thing that, and I think all the great ones have it, that they're thirsty to score. Like, it's like, I gotta get it.
Yeah.
I gotta get that bucket. And
Right.
the defenders be like, God damn, this dude is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have that mentality.
There's been a lot of debate about, who's the
Right.
greatest of all time. Obviously, a lot of people, they just overlook what Kobe has done. And, obviously, LeBron is great in his own right.
Right.
Do you consider MJ the GOAT?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course, yeah. I went up against him each and every night.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
And then you played with Kobe at the
yeah,
Lakers.
I played
right?
with Kobe, and Kobe was, he's in that level, no question about it. But Mike changed the game in so many other ways, not only on the court.
But we couldn't stop Jordan. I'm looking at the highlights of Jordan, and every single time we double teamed Jordan down court, but he still averaged his regular season average against the Pistons was 37.5.
Good grief.
And then some nights he would get hot, Q. on a bad night, right? We was double teaming him every single time. I'm talking about Jordan.
Right.
And he gave a 60, 63.
Hey man, don't Isaiah and everybody look good for their age, man. That's what's up, man. Hey man, that's that melanin, you know what I'm saying? Us kings,
He was just unbelievable. So I couldn't say that he was my toughest to guard because we was all guarding him.
Right.
And when we wasn't guarding him, he may have gotten 100. Literally. I mean, that he was.
What do you think Jordan will average? Where do you think he would fit in?
He can adapt his game to anything. He would fit in as the best player in the league. Like, that's what he would be. And, I feel like he'll have more possessions to do more things, but it's all
Definitely. Even if today, like, it was ways like how more people probably would get past Michael Jordan and to the bucket now, because like it ain't no hand checking and all this stuff. So I feel like Jordan still would Jordan definitely would still find his way. Even if somebody like a better player than him in the league, he's still gonna be top player in the league, bro, no matter what era. And whether you consider him first or in the top 5 of whatever era, bro, he playing in. He gonna play whatever era he playing in. He gonna be a top player, no matter what. Top 5, wherever you want to put him, cool.
more athleticism in this game. There's more length in this game, but you know, it's also more space for MJ to really work. So I mean, we'll never know, but for sure, I mean, he's a masterful basketball player. Like we've been saying, his skill level is unmatched. So
and you take away his car, and hopefully he doesn't get his wake-up call to make it to the arena.
Hey man,
A player with Michael Jordan caliber, he is almost unstoppable at this time of the year.
Canny ability to be able to create shots and hang in the air, and he's a warrior, he's competitive. There's just nobody like him. I think he's the most outstanding player in the game.
Gotta find a way to stop that fadeaway.
You go in there thinking you're gonna stop Michael Jordan, you're gonna be in for a long night.
You gotta pray and hope that he misses a lot of shots.
Time by Michael Jordan.
He gets the ball real easily and real quick, and he spins and turns. And once he's hitting that shot so well, like he's doing now, it frustrates you a lot.
He gets so high in the air right there, and he's fading. Not even George Marathon can get to, and George is 7'7".
In the past, physically, he just dominates you so much. Now he sets you up better. He lures you better.
He has that killer instinct, and that's what makes him so deadly.
When Michael Jordan gets down low, I don't care who's playing him, he's almost impossible one-on-one to stop.
Hey.
Terms, it's easier to move the ball around and hope that someone's gonna make this defense pay.
During the Jordan
all he gotta do is smile.
they weren't running the triangle offense, and what the triangle offense did was it does not allow you to double him as much because there's constant movement now. That's why I think he's still as great as ever, because you have to play him one-on-one most of the time.
I was a jump shot shooter, but I never had to rely upon that skill because I could get to the basket.
Facts.
Now the defenses are collapsing as Detroit did for years. So I got to stop and pull up. I got to utilize the jump shot. I got to take what the defense gives me. I'm not going to go against the grain.
I know what you're going to say. Kobe, Michael.
Well, this is an interesting situation because about 2000, I had the team. I was still probably 99 when I'm coaching the Lakers. Michael's out. He's been retired for a year. And he comes to a ball game, and I said, let's meet in, chairman's room after the game. I want you to talk to Kobe a little bit. He tends to take over a game, at a certain time in the game. And I think that, if you convince him to just wait, just be patient, allow the game to kind of come to him when it's necessary for him to do some things, because the team kind of loses their offensive direction. So I get in this room, and he sits down, and he goes, first thing Kobe says is, I could kick your ass one-on-one.
Wait, so what's your answer then? What that mean? What you saying? So what you saying? Like, what is it? Who you saying better? Kobe, Michael? Because Kobe said he can beat him one-on-one. Like, what? Kobe got the confidence. Like, what? It's a respect thing, of course, but what's your answer?
But not even letting him get anything out.
There's no conversation.
I'll say back.
You might.
You might?
Just
you
might.
Said you might?
Yeah, he said, I've been on the game a couple years. You just might.
So who wins? If you have to pick.
No, it's going to be MJ. He's got that hand. He's got the glove, as the glove used to be known. But when a guy can pick the ball up with one hand when he's dribbling like Michael could do, and do that and take the ball to the basket, it's very difficult.
Michael Jordan is like, for basketball, for me, he's the end-all be-all. Like, he's the best player I've ever seen. I believe he's the best player I'll ever see. I believe he'll be the best player a million years from now. I really believe that. I believe he is the best ever.
Start with Michael Jordan. I mean, obviously, look, he's going to have some success against everybody, but as we watch some highlights.
A lot of y'all don't know, Jamal Crawford used to be my favorite player, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to be built like him. People used to call me Jamal Crawford, you know what I'm saying? But I had that look. I had that behind the back crossover, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Take us through, what's the approach? What are you trying to do? What are you thinking about with Michael Jordan across the way?
Well, first of all, I'm really nervous about these highlights because those are the three of the best players in the history of the game. But Michael Jordan, I did guard him a little bit when I was in Detroit. And, of course, I guarded Scottie a lot. But he was so efficient, was able to get what he wanted. And he did, most of his domination was in that mid-post area.
Oh, watch out, you here.
He got the shot that he wanted, whether it was from mid-range.
Can we show some misses?
I mean,
look like Mike was working you over in them highlights.
Look at this height difference, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I wouldn't know because I'm about like 7'11", but hey,
Yeah, I mean, they didn't get me. I got him on the other end, you know what I'm saying? But Michael was so great. And what I loved about Michael, he just was efficient. He got the shot he wanted. Whatever you threw at him, he had a counter. He really didn't have a weakness in the mid-post and in the mid-range.
I really like Michael Jordan, and he and I are friendly. And he never changes. He just doesn't change. He's the same guy all the time. And I still see him every once in a while. And this guy has done more spectacular things than any basketball player I've ever seen.
I agree. That's Jerry. That is saying.
That's
I've ever seen.
You've seen a lot. I know. I mean, just to go, like I said, we've worked backwards, obviously, from where he is now to where you were as a player. That speaks volumes. Especially, I mean, number of years with the Lakers, player, advisor. I mean,
you know, Terrell, the thing that people don't realize is some of the stuff he could do. He was the best defensive player in the league.
Yeah.
When he was
Yes,
playing,
absolutely.
He was the best offensive.
He was just one of those players that just didn't have any weaknesses in his game. You know, when he first probably came in the league, you know, everybody's talking about he wasn't a good outside shooter, became a good outside shooter. Everybody talking about
y'all see this passion of this man. It's so crazy. Basketball is an art. Like, you don't gotta think. You don't gotta think that this person's the best player or he might not be your favorite player, but you gotta respect everybody's game, bro. It's crazy, bro. Especially when the videos put together and like the form of the art and like the slow motion videos, and bro, you gotta just take it in, bro. Be like, dang, the art of basketball and the greatness of Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You see how I can still like appreciate this man. I still think he one of the top greats, bro. He in my top 5. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. But I just feel like a lot of y'all just don't understand that, bro. Y'all just like, hey, LeBron, Weiner, and all that stuff, bro. Ain't about that, bro. You know, you think Michael Jordan the best, cool. I respect that, you know what I'm saying? They both great. Everybody's great, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I love it. I love it.
Point shot, became a decent three-point shooter. You know, down low. Didn't have a post-up game, developed a post-up game. They say he wasn't truly a good ball handler. Became a good ball handler. Defensively, he was just incredible on that end of the court. And so, but he's probably, I think what separated him from everybody is that his mind. You know what I mean? He was probably one of the most, I want to say, well, not brilliant, but probably one of the most intellectual basketball players.
Think about this, bro. Michael Jordan jumped from the freaking free throw line dang near, basically. It ain't the full free throw line, mind you, but it basically is, bro. Have you seen LeBron do it? Y'all know what I'm saying? I have, you know what I'm saying? It's a clip. Look it up. It's a clip on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had to bring it in there, you know what I'm saying? No, but for real though, that's amazing. Michael Jordan was so athletic, bro. He's definitely one of the most pound for pound, most athletic athletes of all time, if not top 2. I got LeBron up there too, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't play it against. You know, he's always thinking the game. He's always thinking ahead, and you could just see. And his mind is always working. You know what I mean? And I would say this: he probably was the best fundamentally sound superstar that I done played against. You know, from the standpoint of he didn't do a lot. He just got the spots on the court. You know what I mean? It's just like a surgeon. He just get over here. I want to get a shot there. Pump fake you, take 1 or 2 drills and get to that spot. Right. You know what I mean? And so you never see him, hardly see him take a bad shot.
Right.
You
Off
know,
the backboard.
He was just fundamentally sound. I think that's why the game was so easy to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he took the fundamentals that he had and put it with the athleticism and the mind that he had, and the game looked simple.
Right.
Real simple to him.
Right. He made it look real easy.
Yeah, but it was very hard. Right. It was very hard to go out there and scored 30-plus points a night,
Right.
you know, in the NBA. Back then,
Right.
you know what I mean? Where
And
the
still
game
be asked
was
to guard the toughest guy.
Yeah, when the game was physical and you can, you know, really get into your guy. And
I ain't gonna count, man. I was gonna say it's still hard today though, but everybody not doing it. But it seems like a lot of people, not everybody doing it, but a lot of people are doing it. Even people that's not like stars in the league. So it seems like people just been dropping 50-point games this week. You know what I'm saying? It's been weird in the NBA, man. People been dropping all these 50-point games and all this. People that you don't even expect.
and put your hands on them, and you know the fear of them coming down the lane against us. You know, back whatever game you playing against, you know, it was just totally different.
Hey man, listen. That's it for the video, man. Make sure you leave a like, man. Got any more recommendations? Y'all know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe too. All right? Become part of the Ultra Squad, you know what I'm saying? All right, listen. Until next time, I'm out.